So I made a video about a month ago talking about giving myself 12 months to become more organized. Since that video, I've birthed a child and I feel like I've aged 8 years in 8 weeks. It's been quite a lot. While I knew motherhood wasn't going to be a walk in the park, there's truly no way to understand what it's like until you're in it. The endless days of sleep deprivation, the constant worry, that never-ending feeling of wanting to fall asleep at the drop of a hat. But it's also the most rewarding thing I've ever done. Watching this tiny human come to life, the way they start to notice the world, the little sounds that they make, it's honestly just magic. When I look back on that last video, I can see that there were some truths in what I said, especially around decluttering and creating calm spaces. But I've learned that the way that I thought I'd stay organized is not the same as what actually works when you're caring for a newborn. So today I want to share 8 things I've learned in the last 8 weeks about decluttering with a baby. Number 1, focus on your frequently used spaces. You don't need the whole house to be perfect. Just keep the spaces that you use daily, like the kitchen, the bedroom, the feeding area, as functional and as clear as possible. This mindset shift has been a real game changer. It takes away the pressure of keeping everything clean, and in those first chaotic weeks, just identifying your top 3 most used spaces and keeping those orderly is genuinely a lifesaver for both your mental and physical health. Have a checklist. Even a simple list helps so much when your brain feels like mush. It gives you direction and stops you from trying to hold everything in your head. I bought these cute little chore boards where you can physically tick things off. You can obviously use your phone, but I found that having something visible and something that you can actually touch is far more effective than a list that's buried in your notes app. It's just the way that my brain works. And honestly, just flicking that little cross to a tick feels ridiculously rewarding. Number 3, nightly resets. Even if it's just 5 minutes, putting bottles away, folding a blanket, clearing one surface, it helps you start the next day feeling less overwhelmed. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you have the capacity, even a tiny little reset at night relieves so much of that creepy anxiety from the ever-growing list of to-dos that all new mums carry. Number 4, do things as you go. Put something away while the kettle boils. Wipe a surface while the baby naps. These tiny wins all add up fast. If you watched my last video, you'd know I'm not naturally a clean as you go kind of person. I used to do a massive reset at the end of the week, but I feel like motherhood basically changed me almost overnight. The truth is, you no longer have the luxury of 4 uninterrupted hours. You're just surviving, especially in the newborn phase. So now I try to do things in the moment, putting things back after using them, grabbing laundry as I pass through a room, chucking it straight into the washer. I almost don't recognize myself. That's not to say I'm perfect and I do these things all the time, but I try my best. Number 5, one of my favorites. Give yourself permission to hide clutter. Seriously, it's okay to shove things in a basket or a drawer for now. This season is about survival, not perfection. I had so many little projects I wanted to finish before our little boy arrived. Picture frames to hang up, cupboards to organize, and I massively overestimated what I could do at 37 weeks pregnant. The answer was not much at all. So I tuck things away, hid things under a blanket, because seeing those unfinished projects every day was just draining. I know I'll get to them eventually, but right now I don't need the reminder staring at me. Number 6, accept that good enough is the new organized. Your version of tidy will look different now, and that's okay. Tidy used to mean a spotless house, sparkling bathroom, and floors you could basically eat off. Today, tidy is keeping the nursery in good shape and making sure the bathroom is acceptable. Everything else gets done when it gets done, and that's totally fine. 7, celebrate every small win. Keeping yourself and a tiny human alive is a bloody accomplishment. Anything else is basically a bonus. Had a shower today? Fantastic. Cleared 1 load of laundry? Superstar. Ate something? Amazing. That can be really hard to accept, especially if you're someone who prides yourself on always having a clean home. But you have to remember, you created life, you're nurturing life. Everything else is basically secondary to that. And the last rule I have, the 80-20 rule. You've probably heard of the Pareto principle. 80% of the outcomes come from 20% of the effort. It applies to decluttering too. Your home can feel 80% decluttered just by focusing on the 20% of spaces you use the most. The living room, the nursery, wherever you spend time. If you can keep those areas tidy, the rest can honestly take care of itself. So that's where I'm at right now, somewhere between sleep deprived and deeply grateful. I'm still learning, still adjusting and figuring out what organized looks like in this new chapter. And if you watched that first video, thank you for sticking around through this journey. And if you're also in the newborn trenches, you're doing amazing.